Hello guys, welcome to this tutorials. In our last video, we started a project which we called Rent I. It's just for space booking, like for hotels. They can list their properties, their space for clients to book the spaces, then they will pay. So in this video, we'll be continuing the project. So by the end of this video, we'll be able to integrate the front end template into our Node.js server. This is the server that we created in our last video. I'll open my terminal. So please, if you have not followed the previous video, please do well to go and follow the previous video. Even at the start of this course, Node.js Express, so that you'll be able to follow what we are doing. And I will drop every necessary links that will enable you to follow this video and get everything perfectly fine. So now, today we'll be integrating the front end template into this our work. As you can see, every folder is empty except our DB connection folder. We have connected our database. Let me start this project. I will type npm start. So our controllers, there is nothing inside. Helpers folder, there is nothing inside. Models, there is nothing inside. Routes, there is nothing inside. Our views, there is nothing inside. So let's take a preview of what we'll achieve by the end of this video. So I have this the this is the front end template that we integrate to our server, Node.js server. So this is just the front end template of the system. It's just an event booking system. So now these the spaces. We will be populating this from our backend server and all that. So now this is just the template. It has about then the services, the centers, then booking if you want to book a center, then contact us. So that's just it. That's just it. So our server, we have started our server successfully. So now what I'm going to do is to click on our views folder. We'll create a folder, name it snippets. I'll call it snippets. I will hit on our views folder again. I'll create Okay, I will click on my snippet folder. I'll create a file. I'll call it headers.ejs. Use the extension .ejs. Then I will create another file. I will name it scripts. Our scripts.ejs. I'll create another file. I'll name it navbar. Navbar.ejs. I'll create another one. I'll name it footer. I'll name it footer.ejs. So these the four files I've created: headers, our script, navbar, footer. So now if you can see in this template now, we have our navbar section, we have our footer section. So and in all these pages that is here, we have navbar, we have footer in all of them. So we need to, if we are integrating them, we need to split them so that anywhere we need navbar, we just call it there. We just import navbar there, so we don't need to do one thing 50 times. So now, apart from this, I will close all these. Then I will come to this views folder. I will create a file. I'll call it I'll call it home.ejs. Home.ejs is here now that I integrate the index page of this front end template. So I'll go to my code. I'll go to the so now here is my is the code. So now I'll just copy, open it with code. I'll just open it with code. So now what I'm going to do is that I will just copy every necessary folder that I need for this template now and replace it here. So now if you open this my public folder, there is nothing inside it for now. So I need to copy CSS, I need to copy my JS, then and put. So now inside this CSS folder here, I will copy CSS, every CSS here. This is the CSS. So I will just come here, do Control A, I will copy all. Then come here, create a file style.css. I'll paste it. So that's how I'll do for every of them. This is my JS code. I'll copy it for the front end template. I'll come here, create a file. I will name it main.js, main.js. I'll paste it. Then I will now come to the index page of the work. If I come here, I need to copy everything. I will do Control A. I will copy everything. Then paste it like this here. So now, what I need to do, what I need to do next is to create a controller for this our home page now. Then you will create a controller that will be handling every of our pages. Then I can able to view it on our browser. So I will come to our source folder, I will go to controller, open a file, I will create a file, I will name it page controller, page con like this .js. I will come to route, create a route so that I will route all the pages. I will I will create a page route like this, page route.js. So now I'll come here, I'll do our normal stuff, module.export is equal to this. So now it's inside here that will now create uh the module that will be handling this our page, home page and every other pages. So now I'll say get home, get home. I'll do this request, put our request and response. Then I'll separate it with the comma here. So I'll use try and catch block code so that if there is any error, I'll also log the error here. I'll do console.log error. Then I will return a status code of 500. That's an internal server error response. So return response dot status of 500 dot json error dot message. So that's just it. I will come here, then I will now render the page. I will use response dot render. So I will now specify the path of the file that I want to render. So the path is inside these views. So I don't need to do views again. So I can just say forward slash home dot ejs. I will say dot forward slash home.ejs. So is this if this file is inside this snippet, I will do dot forward slash snippet slash home.ejs. So but since it is not inside the folder, this is the right part of the file. So I will go to my page route. I will import express cons express is equal to require express. I will now import my page controller const page controller is equal to require page controller. So I will create the router instance. So the express route, I will create a variable const router or route router is equal to express dot router. This is a built-in function in express that allows you to route your pages so that you'll be using express to view your work on the web browser. So now I will now do router. I can now do router dot. I will put the HTTP method get that I can use to get a web page. So now I will now specify my endpoint. I will do forward slash. I want to, since this is a home page, I will leave it forward slash so that if you follow this link here now, it will lead you to the home page. So now I will now specify the handler. That's the function that will render the page. So the function is inside page count that is I imported here. If you do page count dot, you see every function that is inside. So now get home. If you hold your control key and hit on it, get home, it will take you back to your controller code. So now I can successfully, let me view the page. I'll go to my home page web browser, say cannot get. So now let's find the, okay, cannot get, yes. We'll come to app.js, we'll configure the page route. So let's import it here so that this our server can read it. So page route, then we'll do app.use page route. So now app.use page route, we have an error here, requires a, okay, you have app.use requires a middleware function. So we missed something here. So after this, we need to export this router so that anywhere we import this page route, it can this express can access this router. So now we need to export it. We need to do module.export router. So if we do this, we'll not be getting that error again. So I'll just come here, refresh this page, fail to look up to views. Okay, home.ejs, home.ejs is inside these views. I just copy relative path or copy path. Okay, I'll just do this. slash. Cannot look up to views. Why are we getting this error? Let's find out. Okay, we need to remove these views. So now we rename these views. It was view, so but it's supposed to be views. So now we rename it to views. Then if we check this, let me I'll type localhost. I'll type localhost 6050. Yeah. So now it's now rendering. So if you encounter any problem like cannot look up to views, something like this, cannot look up to views, blah blah blah, check here in your controller, then check your views folder to know whether it is views or whether you spelled it well. So that's just it. So now we have successfully rendered the page. So we want to what we need to do now is to make sure that every styling is affected. So now what we need to do now, we will copy every CDN link that's like all these CDN links that is an external link to all the pages. We will copy all of them out here now. We now replace them into these our snippet files like headers and script. So now starting with script. So this one now is font icon font style sheet. So I'll just cut it out. I'll place them here, replace them here. Then this one animate all these bootstrap carousel. We need to cut all of them out and put them here. So here now I have bootstrap. So what I need to be changing in all these ones. So we'll have library. So now here now we're going to copy this library folder. I'm going to copy it. I will come here, I'll come to my public folder, I will paste it. So here now I will not do dot slash dot forward slash, no. I will now remove all these dots that is here. I'll remove all the dots that is here. So now I will come here, I'll delete all this space. So these ones I will delete the dots, I'll delete it. So now I don't have index.css. So I will name this to home. So anywhere I see index.html in this work, I'm going to replace them. For you to achieve this, if you highlight it, you do Control D. Yes, it will highlight everywhere that is having this index.html. So I will replace them with this like this so that it will be working perfectly fine. So now what I need to do is to cut out the script. So these are the scripts that we have, the JS that we have in this work. So I will copy all the libraries out, all these libraries. I will cut them out. Yeah, leaving only my main.js. I will remove this dot. I will come to script, my script file, script snippet. I'll remove all the dots that is here. I'll remove them. Then what I need to do now, if you check our web page, is not having any style now, any styling now. So what we need to do is to import all those libraries now. So what I need to do is just to use EJS include like built-in function in EJS. So inbuilt element, sorry, in EJS. So now to include our snippet files in our main work. So now what we need to do is that you type EJS. So now you see EJS output comment for each else if statement. Then you see EJS include here. You do dot slash dot slash. You do snippet forward slash. Then headers dot EJS. So now you do same here. You do EJS include, then dot slash snippet slash scripts dot ejs. So now we'll check our work, we'll refresh. I click Control R, refresh. So now I'll check my css. My css is having styles, why this one is having style. So I need to change it. And I will refresh. So I need to have my headers here. I need to refresh. So the work is still scattering. Excuse me. So if it is like this, you know that Bootstrap is not installed. So now what I need to do is that I will come to this headers. Let me check whether I spelled it well. Headers dot eject is correctly spelled well. So I will come here, check whether my Bootstrap is installed. So okay, okay. So I will come here now. My CSS, I'll copy this because these are our CSS bootstrap. So I will come here, I'll paste it so that we'll have bootstrap installed on our work. So now if I refresh now, you see the structure of the site. So this is just it. As you can see, it's not the same thing with this one now. It's not still the same thing. So what we need to do, know that no image now is showing on this our own now. So what I need to do is to come here. I'll check my script. Okay, let me check my script. Okay, okay. So I will come here now. I'll come to this our front end template. So anywhere I see this image now, I need to copy this image folder. I need to copy the image folder. If I copy the image folder, I will come to my public folder here, then paste it. So I need to go around this page looking for where there is image. So I'll put forward slash. I'll just put forward slash. I'll I'll put forward slash so that our images can show. Okay, so every image now is showing. Every image is showing now. So now I'm seeing. So let's check the preview. This is the preview. So as you can see, everywhere is fine, perfectly good now. So everywhere is good. Everywhere is good. So let's check our code. So everywhere is good. So what we need to be doing now is, since if you check the preview, if you click about, the about section will come about in this our work now that is inside our server. Now if you click about, it cannot get, it will say cannot get. So we need to integrate all these pages. That's just what we need to do now. So I will go straight away to this our front end template, go to about, copy everything that is inside our about. Then I'll now go, I'll now create a file. I'll name it about.ejs. I'll paste it. So now we missed one more thing. Here is our footer, our footer. So this is where the footer starts. What I'm going to do is to cut this footer. I'll go to our snippet folder, go to footer, go to footer and paste it. So now what I need to do is to come here in our home.tjs. I will include the footer. I will do dot forward slash snippet dot footer. So if I check our work, there is still our footer. Our footer is still there. So that's what we'll be doing. So here now, what I need to do is to just copy this styles that is here, that is up here. I'll copy it like this, then replace it like this here. Everything that is here, I'll replace it. I'll replace everything that is here like this. So now I'll come here, highlight this index.html, then put forward slash so that it will be working perfectly fine. So now we then copy our navigation bar. So this is our navigation bar. If I remove it, if you check in this work, you not see navigation bar again. So but if I comment it, you can see our navigation bar. So I'm going to cut this navigation bar. So I'll come to this nav bar, I'll paste it here. So now if I come here, you will not see any navigation bar. So I'm going to do just include, I'll include the navigation bar snippet slash navbar.js. If I refresh, you can see the navbar. It will still be working perfectly fine. So now what we need to do is that here in our about, I'm going to delete this. I'm going to remove this and copy this and paste here. So we have our navbar set. So now anywhere I see image, I will do forward slash. I will add forward slash to it. So I'll add forward slash to it so that every image will show. So now, so now, we're going to cut all our script. So I'll just leave this main.js here. Then every of these external JavaScript CDN, I'll cut them out. I'll just do js include dot slash script forward slash snippets forward slash script dot ejs. Then I will now create the function that will be rendering our about page. I will just copy this like this, paste here. I will say get about like this. I'll say about dot ejs. I'll come to the route, our route folder, go to page route. I'll now give this about a route. I'll just give it about, see get about like this. So now I'll come to our navbar. I'll come to our navbar, navigation bar. I'll change this in about.html. I'll say about, just forward slash about. So now let's take the preview and refresh my page. If I hit on about, it will take me to about page. Everything is perfectly fine. So now check the about. I'll check the about. Let me check my about. Then if the footer is still here, I'll cut out this footer, then include it. I'll just come here, copy my footer here. I'll copy the footer here, then I'll paste it. So my about footer, everything is working perfectly fine. So now we have it, our about. So now that's how we'll do for all our pages. So now what I need to do now is to create all the pages that I need to create. I will create the file, then I will come here. If I check my front end template, so if I come here, I have booking, I have sent out, I have contact, I have services. So I'll be taking them one after the other. I'll take center, services, booking, and contact. So now I'll be copying this one after the other. I'll come here. So what I need to do is to create all the files. I will do services, services.ejs. I will create another one. Inside this our views folder, I will create centers.ejs. I will create another one, another file. I'll name it booking.ejs. I'll create another file. Okay. I have okay, I have centers, I have services, I have booking, I have contacts. So I'll create another one, another file. I will name it contact.ejs. So now I'll be taking the one after the other. So I'll come to centers. I'll do Control A, copy everything that is inside here, go to centers, paste them. So I will remove all these. I'll remove all these external JavaScript CDNs. So now CDN links. I'll come here, import our snippet, script snippet. So I'll do forward slash snippet, snippet, forward slash script. So I'll come here, cut out this footer, include our footer snippet. I'll remove this. So if I come here, I'll do just include or slash for snippet slash footer dot js. So I will do same to our this. I'll remove this to the comment pack custom CSS. So now I'll remove all this. I'll include my header snippet. I will do EJS include. So let me do it up here. EJS include dot forward slash snippet slash headers headers dot EJS. Then my navigation bar, I'll remove it. I'll do EJS include dot forward slash snippet forward slash navbar dot EJS. Navbar dot EJS. I'll replace this, put forward slash in front, then I will highlight this anywhere I see dot forward slash index.html. I'll put forward slash. So now what I need to do right now is to create the function that will get centers. So now I'll come here, I'll create it. I'll say get centers. So I'll replace this centers.ejs. So now come to route, our route, page route. I'll say centers, get centers, like this. So now I'll come to our nav bar, navigation bar. I'll come to centers. I'll do forward slash centers. So now let's take the preview. I'll refresh, then go to centers. I can see my centers. So now let's check the preview here. If you check centers, okay, these are our centers. No ball is not arranged properly. So now we'll come here, centers. We'll change this to styles.css. Then we'll now check the preview. Let's check the preview. So centers is fine. It's perfectly fine here now. So what we need to do, so everything is correctly stated here. So now I'm going to copy the services page. I'll copy everything that is here, go to our services page, paste them. So now I'll copy out all these and include our script snippets .ejs. So I will copy out this navbar. I'll copy out this navbar. I'll include our navbar ejs, include our navbar snippet, sorry, our footer snippet dot ejs. So now I'll come here, post styles or css. I'll remove this. Then I'll copy out all this. Then I'll include them here. I'll do just include dot forward slash snippets slash our header dot just snippet. So now I'll come right away to our navigation. We just include navigation navbar. Just include dot forward slash snippet forward slash navbar dot ejs. So I have my so we need to create the function. We need to create the function get services like this. I'll do services dot ejs like this. So I will now come here. I'll do services, and I will get my services here. So what I need to do, I'll just copy this, go to our navbar, place it here, forward slash services. So it's remaining booking and contact. Let's check the preview. Let's take the preview. Come to about, we have our about page set up. Come to services, we have our services page set up. Come to centers, we have our centers page set up. So if we come to booking, you cannot get booking, you cannot get contact or so for now. So let's go back to our code. So I'll go to our booking page, go to the booking page here, or copy everything, just paste it here, change this, cut out all the CDN or global CDN. I'll just do include ejs include slash scripts dot ejs. I'll include my footer. I'll cut out this. I'll do ejs include dot forward slash snippet slash footer dot ejs. So I will come here, remove this, and do forward slash script slash styles. Then I will remove all this. I'll now include my headers snippet dot forward slash snippet slash forward slash headers dot ejs. So I will now include my navigation bar ejs include dot forward slash snippet slash navbar dot ejs. So I'll check whether there is any image here. So I'll check my services. Okay. So let's take the preview of services. Okay. Okay, if I click here, say cannot get. So that's why you need to replace this. And where you see index.html with this. So if I refresh, I can go back to my home. So now we are in the booking section. We'll change this as well. So I'll change it to forward slash. Then we need to create the function that will render the page. I'll render the page. Get booking. Get booking. And I'll now say booking. Node.js. I'll now route it. Booking as booking page. Don't get booking page. So now if I come here, I'll copy this, go to my nav bar, go to booking at the forward slash booking. Then if I come here, I'll, let's take preview. Our booking is perfectly working fine. Perfectly working fine. So now let's take the contact page. I'll come here, create the function, also get contact page. Then I'll do contact.ejs. I'll create the route. I'll do contact. So I'll do dot forward slash contact, get contact. So I can see it here. I'll come here. No, I'll go to contact page. There is nothing there. I'll go to my front end template, then copy like everything that is inside the contact. I'll change this. Then I'll cut out all this. I'll do just include dot forward slash snippet slash script.js. I'll include my footer. You just include snippet forward slash footer.js. So I'll come right away and up here and delete this, change this to our styles, then delete all these ones, then include our header snippet. Dot forward slash snippet slash headers.ejs. Then our navigation bar, I'll remove this navigation bar here. .ejs include dot forward slash snippet slash navbar.ejs. So I will come here, replace this, like this. So let's take the preview. Let's take the preview. I will refresh. If I refresh the page, I will go to contacts. I cannot get contact, so I will go to here, copy this endpoint, come here, I will change this to /contact. If I refresh, let's take the preview. Yeah, our contact page is working perfectly fine. So, and I have my map here. This is the front end template. So, if you check this, is it's working perfectly fine like this. So now we have successfully integrated the front end template into our Node.js Express server. So this is what will draw the curtain for today's lectures. So please don't forget to like this video, comment on the comment section, and hit on the bell icon to subscribe to this channel and share this video so that others may benefit well as you do. Thank you. See you in the next video.